Hi there. As I mentioned some time ago, I'm going to start reviewing books about music. So I thought I'd start by introducing the subject. Now, music, I was undecided really what to call the channel, the playlist of reviews. I was pop music, beat music, rock and roll, what. And then I realized really all we have is music that you like and music that you don't like. That's it. So I'm just going to call it music. Uh, Many years ago, if you went into a record store, the categories would be classical, jazz, and popular, and that was about it. They might have comedy or something like that as well. Now there are hundreds of genres. I was reading a book on music recently, and it listed genres, most of which I'd never even heard of, chunking down into very niche genres. And that's fine, and we all like what we like. However, even if you're a fan of a particular genre, it shouldn't close your ears to other music. Um, if you like heavy metal, for argument's sake, and a folk tune comes on the radio and you like it, that's it, you like it. And vice versa, if you're into folk music and some other form of a genre comes on and it just becomes catchy, sometimes you have to hear it a couple of times and you find out you like it. Now, growing up, the music we sort of played in the house, the family played, was things like Guy Mitchell, K-Star, people like that. I remember those tunes. There was stuff on the radio. There wasn't that much on the BBC. My dad, who had been at sea, had collected lots of classical music in, they were LPs and they were albums. A symphony would be several long players in a box, all in sleeves, and that was an album. That's the origin of the term. But I don't really remember him playing them that much. Then we got records by Eddie Cochran, Lonnie Donegan, Paul Anka, people like this. And me and my sister as kids, we listened to these records and liked them. And then our musical tastes developed, and my particular favourite was always instrumentals at that time. I liked the John Barry Seven, who were on TV quite a bit. I liked Johnny and the Hurricanes, an American group, the Ventures, and favourite of all was the Shadows. They obviously backed Cliff Richard, but in their own right they played instrumentals and had a hit with Apache, which went to #1. And from then on they made some really great instrumentals, and I still like them, still like those records. And I got to see the Shadows on the Empire in Liverpool for my birthday. I was given a ticket to it. Then I started playing the guitar because friends of mine played, and I bought a guitar from a guy in school and started learning the chords. Bert Whedon had a book. He was on the TV every week in a kids program, and he would show you some guitar stuff, and he had a book, Play in a Day, which I think everybody who played the guitar back then had learned from. And I was in a group with some school friends, and we used to play here in this room, and we were quite frankly terrible. And I'm not saying that out of false modesty, but looking back, because I know how bad I was on the guitar. Our drummer, Chaz, didn't have any drums, and he used to bang a metal box that we had, and that was the drummer. And he actually went on to become a drummer with the Crying Shames, and it was on a very best-selling record. The rest of us faded into musical obscurity. But at the time I did enjoy it, and then I never really bothered playing anything at all. For many years, till about 12 years ago, I decided to take up the bass guitar, and I just play, try to learn. Learning musical instruments now is a lot easier than it was back then, because you can get so much on YouTube, tabs instead of having to read music and so on. So I'm enjoying that. It's a challenge, and I can't claim I'm any good by any means, but it's something I do enjoy, and it's opened my musical taste, because now I listen to things more for the bass parts than anything else. Music has many qualities. It can stir emotions. Recently, over Christmas and up till now, I've been watching concerts by Andre Rio, who is a violinist who leads a very large orchestra, and he can have people out of their seats, literally dancing, swaying, clapping, laughing, and then he'll play another piece of music and people will be literally crying. I've seen adults in the audience with tears in their eyes and handkerchiefs mopping away tears with the emotion of some of the music can stir. So it's a wonderful thing what music can do. So we're going to be talking about books about music. There will be bios and autobiographies, that kind of thing, rather than reviewing albums and concerts. That's not really what I'll be doing. It'll be mainly about the books. So I think probably 99% of people enjoy some type of music. So I hope you enjoy the reviews.